It's Thursday Night Football between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from Grandstand Bettors.com, and Week 7 of the NFL season starts with Thursday Night Football between the Saints and the Cardinals in prime time. We're going to get to that prediction in just a moment, but first, make sure you hit that subscribe button for our free picks, predictions, and contests throughout the entire NFL season. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you are ready for Thursday Night Football. I know we are. So, without further ado, let's dive in to the Saints and Cardinals matchup. And Cardinals are 2.5-point favorites at the moment, over-under set at 43.5. Saints and Cardinals both come into this game 2-4, and you have to think that whatever team loses this matchup, it's going to be the end of the season in our opinion. This is a must-win for both teams. Saints have to be disappointed after taking the lead last week into the fourth quarter against the Bengals and losing. With Andy Dalton leading the way, optimism for the Saints hasn't been high, but Dalton managed the game well last week. His only downfall last week was his completion percentage, which was just above 50%. However, in the 3 games he's played, he does have over a 63% completion rate and a 3-to-1 touchdown ratio to INTs. And this week, it looks like Chris Olave will be back in the lineup, and that is good news as he leads the team with over 400 yards receiving. Now, this passing offense has not been great, but honestly, do you need a passing offense when you have a great rushing attack that the Saints have? They're averaging 151 yards per game, and their secret weapon, although not so much a secret anymore, is Taysom Hill, who lines up and rushes as a QB a lot of times. Hill, second on the team rushing behind Kamara with over 265 yards on the ground and 5 touchdowns. This guy Hill is averaging 10.3 yards per carry. Ironically, Kamara doesn't even have a rushing touchdown on the season. Now, the Cardinals, they're going to look to tame them this week on the ground, and they have a good opportunity to do so because despite their bad record of 2-4, they actually have a pretty decent defense, and they're in the top half of the league, only giving up 337 yards per game, including the 7th best rushing defense in the league, and they have been tested this season. They held Josh Jacobs to 70 yards on the ground and Christian McCaffrey to only 27 rushing yards. So, let's talk about these Cardinals, and it's got to be a happy week for Kyler Murray and this offense. They're getting Hopkins back after he sat out 6-game suspension, and they just traded for Robbie Anderson from the Panthers, a nice vertical threat. Now, will those two guys put up huge numbers this week? They probably most likely will not. Just allowing Murray, though, to have more weapons around him is going to be huge for this offense. Just last week, the Cardinals lost to a Seahawks team, and if it wasn't that bad enough, they only put up 9 points against them. Murray, 23 for 37 for 222 yards and no touchdowns. The only thing that worked was their rushing attack. Well, not with their running backs, just Murray. He rushed 10 times for 100 yards. So, yeah, having Hopkins back is a huge benefit because Arizona without him was only putting up 350 yards per game. Now, to be fair to this offense and Murray, he has thrown for nearly 1,500 yards and a 65% completion rate. But the most concerning thing is they can't get a vertical passing game going. Murray's longest pass on the season is 32 yards. And he's only got 6 TDs and 4 INTs. So I'll tell you this. Again, Robbie Anderson, a nice vertical threat, should open this offense a little bit. This week, they are going to be able to put up some points against a mediocre Saints defense, which is giving up 26.3 points per game, 5th worst in the NFL. Over the last 3 games, the Saints, they have allowed 30 points per game, and that includes Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. So, what is our best bet here for Thursday Night Football? Well, honestly, with injuries at the QB position for the Saints, who knows who gets the start this week? It does look like it will be Dalton. Kingsbury, he is, in our opinion, fighting for his job, and honestly, we think that Murray and this offense are going to fight for him. Look for Murray and Hopkins to find connections all over the field on Thursday night, and the Cardinals defense to respond positively for what the offense is doing. The Saints, they are going to have Olave back, and they have only lost their 4 games by 25 points, but the Saints are done in any form or sense of offense, in our opinion. Their scheme changes week to week. They really have nothing going for them, and I know their games have been close. I think they've gotten a little lucky with playing some offenses that maybe be playing down to them, and their defense just doesn't impress us. So, with our best bet for Thursday Night Football, we're going to take the Arizona Cardinals, and we're just going to take them here on the money line to win at -134. Who knows? Maybe Will Lutz kicks a game-winning field goal and we get screwed. But I do think it's going to be close, something like 28-27. So take the Cardinals -134 on that money line. As a reminder, if you want all of our Week 7 NFL plays, head on over to grandstandbettors.com, become part of our family, and start living that grandstand life. But as always, sit back, relax, enjoy Thursday Night Football, and we'll see you live for the Saints and Cardinals at 8:15 Thursday night.